Megan, how you doing? Thank you so much for including your work here. Let's go ahead and take a look. I've got the work up right here. And this is just a fantastic presentation, Megan. Really nice job. Great idea showing your font ideas. I noticed that you don't include a sans serif. I think it's a great practice. I'm sorry, a serif. I think it's a really great practice to learn how to mix, just for typographic variety, to learn how to mix your sans serif with serif typefaces. It's a really super effective technique. Typically, you would see something like a sans serif for the headline, subhead, and maybe the deck head, and then serif for the body copy, or the other way around. But it really does add a high degree of typographic variety, which creates a higher degree of visual interest. Great article. Good job here. Great job describing the article in stages. That's fantastic. And then you've got your color ideas, which again is really great. This is a great presentation. It's really good. I think one of the smartest things you've done here, Megan, is you're assuming that your viewer has no idea what the presentation is about. And that's smart. And those of you who are watching along, hear this out. So in a presentation, you want to, for me as a graphic designer, I keep this in mind at all times. When I'm formatting a presentation, I assume in my mind, even though I may have gone over things with an art director, creative director, a client, or somebody I'm collaborating with 5 or 6 times, I always assume the person who is looking at the presentation has no clue what it's about. It forces me to be very thorough and very complete in my presentation. And again, I do that even though I know the viewer has previous information, just like you guys know that I have previous information here. But don't assume that in your presentations. And I think Megan's done a great job here in not making the assumption that the viewer has any clue what this is about. She's got these described beautifully. And I think everything here points to good presentation practices. Okay, let's go ahead and jump over. So, I think goals, you've got the 5 goals, and that's listed in each one. So that's fantastic. I think this is great because these goals is going to give you a list, an ordered list. So you have another typographic set of practices to go through with that ordered list, and that's fantastic. Plus, you can set that off aside and really make a difference, and so that the viewer knows that these 5 goals, is not part of the main text, so to speak, but it's a supplement so that it stands off on its own. So that's pretty cool right there. As far as the 3 sections, the 3 examples go, you've got your headline and subhead areas, and then you've got your different section heads right here, and that's fantastic. So I think if one thing I would say that we could probably use more variety, specifically between the first 2. The first 2 are pretty similar in their orientation here. So I would like to see a little. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to change anything. I think this is really a great start. At this point, I would recommend that you just take the idea here that you think has the most potential and run with it. So I'm not trying to get in here and direct your project. I'm just trying to provide as much detail and guidance as I can. But ultimately, I'd like you guys to make your own decisions. So in that regard, definitely, yes, go ahead and choose the example that you think has the most potential and move forward with it. Now, moving through this project, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you need any clarification at all, please get with me. I've had you in my classes before. You remember, I'm pretty good about getting right back to students with questions or providing any needed clarification. So you won't be waiting for me, Megan. I'm on top of things here in terms of getting in class every day and really trying to figure out what questions need to be answered in what order. So yeah, any questions at all, please let me know. All right, great start, and looking forward to seeing this one work itself out. Thank you very much, Megan.